for the couch.
Okay.
Blasphemous.
What's up, everybody? I'm A.
I'm Dre.
Ni hao. I'm Danny.
And I'm Mark, and welcome to the couch.
Woo!
All right,
Let's
gentlemen.
go.
Jamaican air horns.
How are we? How are we?
Shake that. Oh, we can't curse.
Bleep that out.
Bleep.
Bleep.
I'm
Yeah.
professional.
Yes, how are the dogs?
Okay. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm glad to be here with you guys.
I feel like I'm without a certain thing right now, and when I get a hold of a certain thing, I'll feel better.
Oh.
Is it sex related?
How are you feeling, Danny?
Answer the question.
Okay.
Answer the question.
I'm feeling cute. It's a pay week. You know, we love those. I'm back
Give
at
me a
work.
dollar.
I got bills. I got so many bills.
It's so-
I got so much to do. I could tell you in the building right now.
oh my god, we still pressing.
Oh, damn. Let's redo that. I feel good. I just got paid.
Give me a dollar.
No. Mark, how are you feeling?
There's a lot of
See you next
responses to
Tuesday.
sweat.
You be spelling.
I'm good or
killer.
whatever. I'm feeling like I'm in my creative era.
You always in your creative era.
Young Spike Lee.
What's more different
Let's
this
give it,
time than normal?
What's her name?
So
It's just popcorn.
We can eat.
we can eat. Yeah, word.
I'm so interested in what he's about to say.
Somebody crunch it.
So sometimes, regardless of what you do, whatever your medium is, I feel like you develop like a little bout of writer's block. And writer's block for writers, we clearly know what that is, but I feel like that idea transcends across all mediums and like creating. So sometimes I feel like I run short on ideas. So I'll do things to become inspired, watch TV, travel, like I just find like the more I unplug, it's almost like my brain starts to rejuvenate and I'll just get flooded with other things. So I went to sometimes. So
You're horny.
but sometimes sometimes that does,
That helps. It gets the juices flowing.
So yeah. But yeah, so I went to a dinner at a friend's house. She has a bunch of coffee table books, and I was just going through going through her coffee table books, the conversations that we were having, and
Light bulbs.
just so, and I'll pull and it's so funny because I'll pull my phone out so fast, and people usually think I'm pretty sure they probably think like I'm texting or I just like became like disinterested. But in reality, I'm in my notes app. I have tabs for everything, and I just the minute these ideas started clicking, I picked my phone up because I never want to forget. So I just start writing all these ideas.
I had a question. You ever come back to it and be like, purple dolphin leaps or like some dumb shit?
Oh, like I was saying, like
What is this?
That be me.
That be me all the time.
I tried to take your advice about like writing stuff down, but like I won't write the complete thought. I'll just write like buzzwords or like keywords that I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna remember this later.
Shakira.
And I'll be like, what?
What is this?
Beyonce, leopard.
I try to tie my thoughts to something.
Yeah,
So I'll never just write down like, I don't know, black glasses. Because to me, at some point, black glasses could have been anything. So I'll do one or two things. I'll put it in a voice memo. Which
that's smart.
You can put that on your notes?
Huh?
You can put a voice memo on your notes?
You can.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I'll do a voice memo or I'll attach a photo. Usually with me, things pop in my head visually. So words are always attached to photos. So in my new notes, I immediately knew around about what I wanted. So I quickly Googled like things that I thought that would put me back in the space here of what it was I was thinking about. And I attach it to my notes with the buzzwords. Well, I just flip my notes or whatever I'm thinking. So by the time I go back to it, I'm able to piece it back together.
Smart.
I love that.
Yeah. Good for you.
I love that you back in your bed, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know.
And with that being said, let's all have a toast.
What are we toasting to?
I think that we should all say something.
Oh. I agree. You start.
You start.
You go first.
I feel like I just want to toast to. I mean, like, we're not through the year or whatever, but like, we have September, and we still locked in. We're still friends. Everybody can't say that. You know what I mean? I think that we should cheers to that.
Okay.
Cheers to prosperity, longevity, and friendship.
Period.
Okay.
Yes.
Real friendship.
For me, cheers to growth. I feel like I'm in a cocoon right now. And whenever I'm in a cocoon, the butterfly that I become is...
You making a stallion?
Yeah.
Was she in a cocoon? I mean, she wasn't in a cocoon.
Horses
Was she a moth?
Horses
You
don't
don't
do
know.
that. Horses are...
You know?
Snake. Never mind. Sorry.
You really
Well,
know?
she was a okay.
No, she was a snake.
She was
right?
a butterfly.
She was a butterfly.
She was?
It was the.
An alternative.
It looked like more like a moth.
Oh. A chrysalis.
Okay, you're in a cocoon.
I'm in a cocoon right now. When I come out of said cocoon, I'm going to be better than before.
You feel like you're gonna come out of a butterfly.
Black
Charizard.
butterfly.
What's wrong with being a butterfly?
Across the
I don't want to be a butterfly. I want to be Charizard.
Charizard isn't real.
Butterflies
Butterflies
too.
are.
Butterflies too queer for him.
I don't want to be real. And I don't want to be queer. I never said I was real.
Oh, my mic is turned down.
Nah, he a figment of our imagination.
He AI. Lucy. Okay, we being silly. Go ahead.
Louis.
Art.
I am going to cheers to change. We're about to change seasons. Certain people are changing occupations. Certain people are changing lifestyles and so on and so forth. So I know that this is a tough season for a few of us. Whereas though, I'm very happy that you're going to prosper. Love that for you.
Him too.
Thank
So,
you.
yeah,
I thrive in the fall, the winter.
he was So yeah.
Change.
But yeah,
hoping change goes
but I am going to put out into the universe that this is going to be like a good change and a good season that we're about to step into. Because fall is literally next week.
It's tomorrow, right?
What's today?
Today's the 21st.
Yes.
Is it not today?
I think it
actually?
might be today.
But I mean, do y'all count Sunday as next week? Or y'all one of those that y'all count Monday?
I count Sunday as the beginning of the week.
It's
I
fall.
count Monday.
I guess it
fall
don't
now.
matter. Whatever.
Yeah, it's here.
It's here and
Yeah.
we're stepping into it. So cheers to that.
Yes.
Cheers.
You know what's funny? Last week you said when you was on your way here, you watched like the leaves on the ground. You was like, "That's summer. She's dead." And I've been watching every single day when I come home from work. Something that I've been peeping is the trees changing color on my block, and I was like, "Damn, it's really over." And then when I went out
But
on
it's
Saturday,
beautiful.
this past Saturday, I had so much fun, and then like the weather was warm, and I was like, it felt like summertime. It's not.
It's not over.
That should show you that you can have fun in any season.
Absolutely.
I sure can. You talking to the
And
baddest.
speaking of that, I want to toast to community during like this last like quarter of the year because that's
Absolutely.
literally when we all come together for like holidays and shit. We're just like doing other things,
Yes, I cannot wait for the Christmas party.
the Friendsgivings, the Halloween stuff, all the things. I'm excited for all of that.
Cheers.
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 Clink, 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 clink,
Cheers to
clink.
you, Liz.
Right.
I always want to hold my flute.
And cheers to the watchers.
Cheers to Karen Huger. I love me some Karen.
Yes.
Some corn.
Now hold on because now I didn't say that now.
All right, gents. So, I want to touch on a topic that is very familiar, given the nature of how we live. I feel like it'll be an ongoing topic forever, but I want to touch on masculinity versus femininity in the scales of really touching on masculinity. I feel like we put a lot of emphasis on the femininity part when we are comparing. I don't know if y'all got a chance to watch. The Breakfast Club had an interview with Dame Dash, and Dame Dash thought that he could insult Charlemagne by calling him gay. just because he didn't like the shit that was coming out of Charlemagne's mouth. So my first question to y'all is, how do y'all feel about people still using the word gay to like emasculate other men?
Hate it.
It's silly.
Late.
Why is it an insult?
It's
Old.
I was about to say, it's just ridiculous. It's silly. It's not as impactful as you think that it is.
What the girl say? It's a late piece of girl.
Yeah. So.
Like, it's... Okay.
And I commend Charlemagne because
Well...
I got to because you know how fragile straight men can be with their egos.
Okay.
The topic of his sexuality, one thing I can definitely say, it's not fragile. He has never let anybody, because it's not the first time someone has like alluded to him being gay or like called him gay. He has always like taken it and just kind of been like whatever, like because he know who he is. He's very secure in himself. But that's all I can give him.
Yeah, that's all I would give him as well. I commend him for.
You're not wrong.
So, in watching it though, I feel like Charlemagne has a part to play, right? You antagonized this man, and you kept antagonizing him, right? Like, Dame Dash. Dame Dash is funny because he gives,
Let's call him Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, y'all really don't want to use people's names no more.
We can use his name. I don't care.
I'm gonna say
I don't.
Go ahead.
Anyway,
he broke anyway. What are you gonna do to us?
you said he broke anyway.
I thought you found a way.
Never mind.
You gonna borrow from 50 Cent?
Clip it out.
But even that, right? Like his correlation to the things that make you masculine, to me, were absurd. Him calling him gay was absurd, but what was even more absurd was Charlemagne's baiting him, right?
Yeah.
Like coming onto his platform. Okay, someone comes on here and they say these are my triggers, and I ask that if you guys can respect my triggers, and just handle me carefully. And though we probably still want to do what we want, ask the questions we want to ask, and so on and so forth. At least me, I feel like I still would do it within bounds, right?
Yeah.
And I found that the other three hosts still were trying to operate within Dame Dash's boundaries. Now, what we do know about inciting people is that when you incite somebody, they tend to then go for the jugular. They tend to not think anymore about what they're saying, because now their only real goal is to now frustrate you back, right? So now I'm going to pick at the things that I feel like you're going to be insecure about. Unfortunately, the bait that I think he thought Charlemagne was going to take, Charlemagne actually turned the wigs around. You get what I mean? Actually, you won't keep calling me gay, and my question to you is going to be, so do you not like gay people? But then also that plays into you inciting more of this violence.
Yeah.
Because instead of you turning and kind of veering away from this, you get what I mean?
You're feeding it.
You are feeding it because you want him to give you more, because it's more clickbait for your shit.
But don't use gay as an insult.
Don't use gay as an insult, but also you're not obtuse to what's happening. You know exactly what he's doing.
Yeah,
so
but that's what you get for as a gay man. Don't use gay as an insult. Think of something
Also,
else.
Charlemagne's the girl I know he is. Well, sorry, I shouldn't say that. But Charlemagne is the man that I thought he was. He is. He lives or was. He came up in the realm of the Wendy Williams, of the people who are going to dig under your skin intentionally to get the clickbait.
I was about to say, it's the reason why he's had a career the longest.
Literally,
it's the reason why he's still going. He knows how to get underneath your skin.
So, okay, yes.
I'm not. Let me be clear. I'm not saying that it is okay for him to turn a wig around and throw gay back at him and be like, oh, so like, you know what I mean? I think that.
But that was a valid question. If you can't saying somebody's gay as an insult, and I'm saying, well, why are you saying that as an insult? Do you think that that's bad?
right?
It's
That's
not,
something I would.
That's the question, and that's not the question he asked. You get what I mean? Do you not like gay people? You know what I mean? Which now you're already on 10, so now you're about to answer this stupid. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely not defending Dame Dash. We'll get into that. But I also feel like he still plays a part. And I feel like Charlemagne plays a part more so because Charlemagne is one who has advocated for his healing journey. You get what I mean? So for one who goes to therapy, for one who is finding his own space in this whole like trying to be mentally conscious and so on and so forth, you sell this, but then I see something like this which shows lack of healing. Because why would I ever come to the table trying to incite somebody the way that he was trying to incite this man? And again, he wasn't asking the right questions. He didn't ask him, well, do you think calling me gay as an insult? You get what I mean? Like, he was just on something like, you hate gay people?
But if you insult
Just to
me,
get more of it.
if you're insulting me, I'm gonna try to get the bad out of you too. You trying to offend me, so now I'm about to make you look bad.
I had a question.
Do you hate gay people?
Would you have or more so, I guess, respected his response if it looked like Azealia Banks back when like Charlemagne asked her like, yeah, so a lot of your fans are gay, and her response was,
Okay.
so what now? Like, and I think that is the better response out of the two. Is like, nigga, what are you getting at?
So what do you... Because again, and shout out to her.
Yeah.
Because as a baiter,
Well, it's not shout out to her because
it's shout out to her now. Just right now.
In this moment.
For me.
In this moment.
Right? And in that moment.
And that
You
music.
get what I mean? Because also we know my girl is unhinged. So...
Gemini.
But in that moment in particular, that could have went a bunch of ways. But what I do give to the girls who understand what trolling looks like is that she knew she was being trolled.
Yeah.
So her
She
answer,
opted out.
her answer was chef's kiss. To me.
I didn't watch much of the interview. I do remember him saying, "Don't interrupt me. That's a trigger." But he could not do the same thing.
He actually started off by doing it though. And this is what I mean when I say incited. Like, if you watch the first 10 minutes of that interview, it is Charlemagne cutting him off on purpose. Like, on purpose. And then he had to keep asking, like, can I finish my point? Can I finish my point? And again, I understand what this is. But Charlemagne definitely was like an antagonizer. It's kind of like what we were talking about earlier when I was talking about Jocelyn and Amber Rose. Technically, Jocelyn wasn't wrong. She didn't get out by her seat and put her hands on Amber Rose. But Jocelyn was she antagonized that girl.
Yeah, she did.
She antagonized her up out her seat and got smacked the shit out of. You get what I mean? So...
I'm sorry.
I'm just
Amber
saying.
should have got expelled and not Johnson.
Yes. But then it was the things. So I guess moving on to Dame Dash is the things that he started comparing masculinity to, right? Like he said, you must be gay because you do gossip. You must be gay because you will run from a fight. You must be gay because you talk about other men when they're not in the room. You must be gay because you count other men's pockets. He kept going in on all these like superficial things that I feel like masculinity is not remotely tied to. Those are character flaws. That doesn't have anything to do with being like aggressively masculine or the divine feminine.
Flaws that, or more so characteristics that are associated with straight men. Straight men be messy. The messiest nigga you know is straight man. It's a straight man. So
Barbershops gossip all the time.
Talking shit all the time.
I would never think bad of somebody from running from being jumped. Why would I stand there and get jumped?
if my legs work, I'm out of that bitch. Why would I stand here? Yeah, then if they beat me up, I can go back and be like, yeah, but I ain't no bitch. I got hurt.
Yeah, but you got two black eyes. I don't want two black eyes.
Femur broke.
I think for me,
I might fight though, but
it's more so the comparing.
Yeah.
The masculinity that he's comparing to and then turning around and using the word gay though is insinuating that gay is weak.
Yeah.
You get what
Less
I
than a
mean?
man.
That's exactly what he's saying.
You're running from a fight. I don't know about y'all, but it ain't too many of my niggas that I know that's running from a fight. You get what I mean? Actually, you can probably put in your Twitter search capsules or your Google and put up fights in Atlanta. Okay?
Where do you see?
And what you gonna see is not niggas running. They running to danger. They not running away from it. You get what I mean? So even when we start talking about like shit like that, I'm just like, niggas' perception of masculinity and femininity just be super skewed. Because I don't even think that people understand that. I don't know. I almost think even in being gay, like I've learned to use masculinity and femininity kind of as like superpowers at this point.
Wait a minute.
Like the fact that the fact that I'm aware enough to tap into the feminine aspects of myself when I need to, And the fact that I'm aware enough to tap into the masculine aspects of shit when I need to.
And it's interesting 'cause I feel like if you lean if you lean too much into either of them, what happens is typically dangerous. You're supposed to be able to figure out, I'm in a situation where this man got probably 50, 60 pounds on me and like 5 or 6 inches of height. I probably shouldn't be getting about this nigga unless I got something that can, shut him up. But for the most part, it's being able to know whenever to be able to pick and choose your battles.
Yes.
Yeah.
But people will associate that with femininity or like pussy behavior, but that's literally just self-preservation. I don't know.
Do y'all see their spout, like their back and forth as being like a toxic masculinity thing, or a fragile masculinity thing?
I don't think it's either or. I think it's both.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, first of all, and I mean, like, something that I'm also keeping very relevant to what is happening or what happened that day is that these are two older niggas. So their way of thinking is damn sure outdated. Of course, he's going to call Charlemagne gay because he think that that's an insult in 2025, or like he think that he can hurt his ego by saying that shit, because I'm sure that's just something that he was very familiar with from in his prime. But I don't think that it really serves anybody anything.
I feel like it leans more towards fragile because your response was to then dig back at him, which means that to some extent, whether it be minor or major, your ego was hurt.
Fragile for
Charlemagne.
Okay.
And also fragile for Dame as well. Granted, so like just to reiterate, just to clarify, Dame said, "Hey, I don't like being cut off," and Charlemagne immediately started cutting him off. The way I handle like conflict, I'm going to nip that in the bud, but like not in a way to where I'm going to let you antagonize me. I don't give a fuck if it's your show or not.
Okay, I remember my thought. What I was about to say. I think that the reason that I think that is both is because Dame's response is. I think that Dame's response is more fragile than it is toxic. I think Charlemagne's is more toxic than it is fragile. Dame immediately bringing up sexuality while he's having a conversation with who we all know is a straight man and calling him gay. It speaks to who he or what he perceives as what a straight man does or how a straight man lives, right? I think that Charlemagne's response is toxic because and then to claim that you are an ally of the community, to say, well, do you hate gay people, knowing what that will do or that the kind of conversations that will cause after that, is just kind of like you throwing us into the pit of fire.
I don't know. I'm kind of not mad at him asking that, because why are you using gay as an insult? You could say anything about Charlemagne, like he's pussy, he a bitch, but why you keep seeing, even if he said it one time, like, oh, I think you're gay, but you just kept using it as a dig.
He called her a gay bald girl.
Because he said that as a dig because if somebody said that to him, he would feel insulted by it.
Which is why I think that his response to keep calling him gay is fragile.
I think I feel like it's intertwined in both, right? It's Dame being hypersensitive.
Yes.
That comes off fragile. You get what I mean? Like, and not for nothing, him being hyper sensitive towards the things that Charlemagne's saying, that sensitivity is a feminine trait. You get what I mean? His responses to him, and that was what was funny as I was watching it. You're calling him gay for these reasons, and even if it was to point out his femininity, nothing in what you saying are feminine traits, but everything that you're exhibiting are
behavior.
You get what I mean?
Regulating your emotions, you getting hype, you in your feelings, and now you getting bucked. Like that's.
But the
bitch.
But the pumping your chest, the testosterone being thrown at it, the you running from fights, like all those things that he's throwing in there, the subtle threats, like that's when the toxicity then jumps out. You get what I mean? But I would agree with you when I would say that I felt like Dame is way more fragile than toxic For sure.
Yep.
Very fragile.
I think a lot of straight men's personalities, or their personalities can be very fragile.
I agree.
The second that you, and I'm gonna say something, right? I think that a lot of, it's because I don't think that it's men. I think a lot of women keep a lot of straight men in this fragile space of their masculinity or like their sexuality, their personalities, because we create buzzwords every other year about men being sassy or like put in so many different regulations about what they can do, what they can say. And so it's like, well, of course straight men are going to take that, not of course, because bitch, you should have a mind of your own.
Yeah.
But it seems very natural to me that you would want to be more macho to appear a certain way so that you don't get these kind of things labeled on you. You know what I mean?
The extreme opposite.
It's very easy for a man to get labeled sassy for whatever fucking reason. I don't really get it, and I don't understand it neither, because I feel like a lot of the times it just be coming from basic hygiene, but whatever. I just think that a lot of women keep men in that kind of mindset that like, I can't be friends with gay people, I can't support gay people, I can't do this, I can't do that, because if I do, I'm immediately labeled, and then no woman's going to find me attractive, or like it puts me in a certain kind of it puts me in an umbrella of like who I can date and who I can't. You know,
I'm damaged goods at that point.
They need to stand up, because
these
girls ain't going nowhere.
I was about to say, but that all boils down to having a mind of your own and being your own individual. I can't stop who I am or the things that I like to do just because you're going to throw a label on me and think that I'm gay. Okay, well, you can think that.
Can I bring something up I seen on Twitter, and I don't want to throw you off the rails. Did y'all see the thing about when a girl seen that her man had bubblegum flavored dude wipes? Okay. And she was like,
I think I did see that. I'm going to let you finish and then I'm going to give my response.
She was like, what kind of man has bubblegum flavored wipes? And he was like, what does it matter if it smells? Anybody ain't going back there. And she was like, oh, I just think that's very... I don't know the words word for word.
But was it just the fact that it was bubblegum flavored?
Yes.
Yeah. And she was like, she said something like, the guys that I'm used to have a little bit of crumbs back there.
So that's what I was about to say.
Disgusting. It's disgusting.
First of all, I think that pictures like that or like screenshots like that go viral for buzz around it, right? Yeah. It's definitely like a form of rage bait.
But it's true.
They know that the conversations that
well, not that thing. I don't know if that's true.
I wouldn't know.
They know that the kind of conversations that are going to come from it. They know the kind of attention that's going to come from it. I think people post it. I think you see accounts with like verified checks or like people that pay for premium Twitter post that kind of stuff because they know if it go viral, they get a check from it. And it's like, that's a bag for them because now everybody's talking about it. Is that a real scenario that probably happened? I don't know. My guess, probably not. The second thing that I want to say, I want men to understand that it doesn't have to body wash, any kind of like what's the word that I want to use, like
fragrance?
No, not fragrance, like any kind of like grooming products,
hygiene,
or like hygiene products. They don't have to say man or men for you to use it.
Right.
Like if you had baby wipes, or if you knew you needed wipes, right? And you go to your store and you see that they don't have dude wipes, but they got baby wipes. Nigga, get the fucking baby wipes. Who cares?
But get the flushable.
Are you a baby?
Get the flushables.
Don't be flushing. Baby
flushable
wipes
do not exist. Throw them bitches in the trash.
What, flushable wipes?
They don't exist. They call pipes.
Please don't put them dookie wipes in the trash.
Don't put the wipes in the
trash. I don't really understand the idea about putting wipes in the trash. Mark said put it in the trash. She can put it in the trash.
Who said that?
I said
Danny said that.
There are no such thing as
flushable wipes.
I don't currently own wipes right now, but there are no such thing as flushable wipes. Wow. They will clog your...
Back to my point, though, I just want to say...
If you don't have
the flushable ones, so I'll take baby wipes off the table. It's also the idea of, like, I'm not going to get this body wash because it don't say men.
Right.
It could be the normal fucking Dove bottle or whatever, but you specifically feel like you need to bottle one that says man. Grow up.
Yeah.
You just not going to wash your ass just because... It don't say man on it. Who gives a fuck?
But to your point you said earlier, there are some women who like their niggas a little dirty. Like whether, he on a bidet, I don't like that. Or his nails too clean, he gay. Like, it's certain shit that is perpetuated. Mind you, I do think it starts in the, like, from men that maybe they, like, saw growing up. And was like, oh, he changed tires, he got greasy hands, whatever. That's how men's supposed to be looking. Now you got a boyfriend. Now you're 20 years later.
Since I was a little kid, I can 100% confirm you, nothing about dirt was attractive to me. Mm-hmm. The idea of being dirty grossed me out. Like, I don't know. My mom also just didn't play that shit neither. So, like, not only did I, before she even had to tell me that, I already wasn't fucking with it. So, yeah.
Yeah, none of my uncles, cousins, none of them was dirty.
I think it's a
I was about to say, and I always see my dad get fly all the time. My dad, every Friday, he going to get his car washed, he going to get his haircut, he going to get a new pair of sneakers, new jewelry, new cologne, like, you know what I mean? He putting his shit on and he going out every Friday. So that was a great example for me too. This nigga always smelled good. He always took a shower. He always kept his beard neat. He always had a haircut. Like, you know what I mean? Those are things that I got to grow up and watch. And so I implemented it. Like, I'm going to be a hygienic ass nigga.
Same.
I don't know.
Being too clean is a flaw, then.
Move around.
Some girls will immediately jump to the whole...
so being clean is a feminine trait?
So some women, I think, they can be viewed as that.
You want tetanus?
They want
BB.
That's why they pH stored off.
Well, you can get BB from anything.
They want that pH stored off. That's what they want. And I think it's not a direct, like, you initially want, like, you want it intentionally, but, like, it's something you're willing to put up with because you're not going to tell the nigga that you're fucking with to wash his dick.
You don't want to risk that he's gay.
So do y'all think that, like, guys are forced to... So at this point, instead of people being masculine, do you think people are forced to perform masculine?
Yes.
I think we do it in our community.
Yes.
This is cosplay.
Okay.
This is cosplay.
So when was the last time y'all... First side of the question, do you perform masculinity currently, or do you feel like you have to? And if you do, why?
Previously on another episode, we discussed like what it looks like for me to like walk into a barbershop versus what like it looked for me like 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. Currently, no. I don't feel like I need to buff up my chest. I don't feel like I need to walk a certain way. I don't feel like I need to like talk like this. Like I don't feel like none of that no more. But at a certain point in time, absolutely. Mm-hmm. But on another previous episode, I think when we talked about like how fear was instilled into me, that's why. I had it in my head that like maybe if I walk into here a certain kind of way, I might be the object of conversation or like something, you know what I mean? Something might transpire or whatever. I'm not saying that I'm scared of anything, bitch. If any bitch want to pop, let's do it. But I had an image in my mind that like if something or if I walk in here a certain way, it's not going to be respected. Yeah. It's not going to be accepted neither. Mm-hmm. So I didn't. But now I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
And honestly, that shit comes with the fact that I don't care if you respect me or not, nigga. Cut my hair.
I'm paying you for a service, and also I tip well too. You can lose me as a customer if you want to.
This money is bad.
Ass nigga. Like,
it go both ways.
Yeah. I feel like for me, what was the question?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you perform masculinity now, or have you ever? And if so, why?
I feel like my friends think I perform masculine.
You think that? I think that.
No, I just think you like that because you from Camden.
There's a difference.
Shut the fuck up. I don't think I perform anyway. Like I'm myself. Mm-hmm. I'm not acting a different way. At work, I do hold off certain parts of myself because I don't want. It's just I'm private. Mm-hmm. I'm at work. We're not friends. Yeah. I don't want you asking me about my relationship. It's just something that I don't want to talk about.
I feel like it's the person who you are. It's not because you gay or nothing like that. You just not, bitch, I'm at work. I don't
want to talk to, but when I have told people that I was gay, they're like, oh, hey girl, queen, like, I'm not none of those things. Some of my friends might be, but not me.
You said,
It wasn't me. You said, hey girl, queen. I'm not none of those things. I'm not your girl. And like still to this day, they be like, girl. Oh, sorry.
My fault.
I'm not your girl.
Right.
I'm a boy. Mm-hmm. But no, I don't feel like. I definitely did used to, but not anymore.
I feel like I did when I was younger. Even to the point where like I would deepen my voice, but it's already deep as shit. So like, I don't know why I was doing that. But or like I would try to hide certain inflections. But I got to a point where, and it's crazy because it happened pretty quickly.
I want to share something. So
I got to a point where I don't care anymore. Like I like Drag Race, I like Beyonce, I like Rihanna. Like I like certain things that people might associate with like more feminine men. I don't like sports. I think they're stupid. Like it's certain things. It's like I'm when I was younger, I used to act like what? Sorry, what?
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I just used to kind of hide certain shit about myself. But I'm at a place where I'm 31. You either gonna like it, you gonna fuck with it, or you're not. Yeah.
To your point, right? When you mentioned the things that you like as a gay man,
yeah,
like you like Drag Race and you like Beyonce and you like Rihanna, and you feel like that might make you more of a feminine gay man. I think that I used to kind of hide that from other gay men too. Mm-hmm. I think that I was performing for a lot of gay niggas as well for a long time.
Okay,
put on the show.
Because let's come out of fear and go into desire. You get what I mean? You're trying to attract a certain something now.
Correct. And certain gay people are more acceptable.
Yes.
Yeah.
And certain masculinity, I guess, can be deemed more attractive. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Insane. Mine started off very... I guess to answer the question, yes, I have performed it. It's less performative now. It's way less performative now that I know that masculinity is really just a construct.
It is.
You get what I mean? Like, it's energy, the things that we attach it to, half the time it doesn't even correlate. When you really look up what masculinity envelops, a lot of my bitches are uber masculine. Shit, most of the girls I know are uber masculine. Yeah. If you really like go into, because once certain things started happening throughout history, I feel like the trajectory of what it means to be masculine and feminine definitely changed, right? Once women really started wearing pants, you get what I mean? Like, because pants were deemed masculine at one point. Mm-hmm. You get what I mean? Once women started owning their own money, you get what I mean? Even the idea around what women can do now. I think we had a conversation around, like, asking. Yeah. You get what I mean? Because some women may deem it insulting that you think that they're just so docile that they just need your help. You get what I mean? Like, so, to understand that masculinity is just more of a construct and less about like all these like superficial things, like Dame said, like he would like to know that a woman would feel protected around him. And though I know for a fact women like the idea of feeling protected, not for nothing, but would you not want to feel protected by your girl too? Would you not want to know that she is really going to step into the trenches with you?
Even if it's not physically, it could be financially, emotionally.
Either way you put it, you get what I mean?
Oh, he ain't expert.
Like, she coming to save the day. Yeah. And 9 times out of 10, I find that the way black women step to the forefront is way more courageous half the time than the way black men step to the forefront. So that idea of even being a protector looks different to me. I think when niggas fail to realize that half of the niggas that's out here screaming about masculine and feminine were solely raised by women.
I have a question.
As a gay man, I had a man in the house and still decided to do what I wanted to do.
I also grew up in a family predominantly women. So I feel like naturally I just picked up on what a lot of the women did, but I'm not speaking about them just performing femininity. I watched my grandmother take out trash. Why are you laughing?
I was just thinking about something. I'm gonna say it.
Oh, I watched my grandma take out the trash. Like, or I've watched them do what we consider to be a masculine chore. Yeah. You know what I mean? I've watched all the women do all of the things.
All the things.
Like, not just the cooking and the cleaning. I've watched the women in my family raise entire houses by themselves without a man present. I've also watched women provide more than their counterpart.
That's a good question.
And if that's supposed to be, I'm sorry, Danny, but if that's supposed to be a masculine trait, I think I know more more financially stable than a man. Than men I know.
I think we all have like masculine and feminine, like
absolutely.
Women too, and like especially like black families, we all raised up with women leading the family. Like the woman runs the family in our culture. Mm-hmm. So like when people say Kamala couldn't run the country, I'm just like,
it's anti-black inherently at its core, literally.
Talking about her period gonna make her do like, can she even have periods?
As you watch a man's ego destroy things in real time, like insane.
I've seen like my grandma, mom, aunts move couches around, cut grass, pay bills, beat up their niggas, like go toe to toe with their niggas,
and
win.
Tag that nigga. No,
go ahead, finish.
So my question was like, I feel like
we're actually seeing.
Do you feel like straight men raised in a house full of women overcorrect when it comes to like how they show up in society?
When you say overcorrect, what do you mean?
Is that where hypermasculinity might potentially come from, or like can that be like a breeding ground for it, where like they are overperforming what they feel like a man is, and I guess to extend that question, it's like where would they receive that messaging from? Is it society?
Sometimes I feel like it's less about what they're you might get some of it from the home. Hopefully, you got a loving mother who is nurturing you and telling you like, listen, you can. Because I know my mom was on some like, don't be a dummy. You get what I mean? Like when I think of most of the things I allow myself to get into, regardless of masculine or feminine energy, I think about the idea of being like a leader. You get what I mean? My mom is still.
Sorry.
Why is that funny?
I'm thinking about something. Sorry.
You think I'm a dummy?
A bitch can't have a lead. No,
I really wasn't. Man started talking about a scenario that he was thinking about that they didn't play him, and then I also started thinking about.
You're not paying attention.
I'm sorry.
You're not going to show you.
ADHD.
But my mom is still leadership, which I feel like, which is a masculine trait, right? Yeah. But even outside of that, like it was just given like. She knew she was raising a softer boy, so I feel like even throughout she was trying to just instill little things in me to, I won't even say toughen me up, but just broaden my mind on some like, everything don't have to be fought physically. There's really a lot of space within like influence. Your word goes a long way. Mm-hmm. How people react to the things that you do. Like I picked up a lot of that over time. So even in that, like I never even felt like I had to fight most of my battles. I felt like I could really talk my way out of certain things just because like I got the gift of gab. Right?
Like I
don't know. I feel like most men who are overcompensating, it doesn't come from in the house, it comes from life experience, right? Mm-hmm. It comes from the minute you step in. This is why you need to raise your kids and not let the schools raise your kids, because what ends up happening is your child goes to school, they got some ignorant ass parents, and now they're bringing their shit to your kid. Unfortunately, the teacher might not know shit, so now the teacher bringing their shit to your kid.
That's how socialization works.
You got the shit that they watching, like we're worried about the home, and it's everything that's happening outside of the home that's really like reflective of why niggas feel like they need to be so fucking.
And you're supposed to be counteracting everything that's happening outside the home, but if you're not doing nothing, and you letting the systems around them raise your child, then you looking dumb and like, well, how did it happen? And I don't understand.
Okay, when you got Dr. Umar on TV spewing what he's spewing, like I'm not confused why men grow up. And then, mind you, and men still are spewing the same shit. So we're continuously raising men to feel like they have to be this thing in order to be like the man.
I want to speak to the fact that we talked about Azealia earlier, and one of the prime things that I note from like that instance was her being able to regulate her emotions. And then in a situation with Dame Dash and Charlemagne, Dame definitely didn't do that shit.
Definitely did not.
He gave into his emotions and started literally being reactionary and reacting on that. There was no emotional regulation. And when it comes to men in general, as people, or more so maybe straight men, I think it's just men.
I was about to say just men.
Because some gay men be like this. So, we can be reactionary because what happens is feelings get hurt, and then so anger typically is a secondary emotion. Mm-hmm. What happens is feelings get hurt, and niggas don't know the words or how to say, hey, you hurt my feelings, don't say that, bro, I don't like that, let me set a boundary. and it goes immediately to I'm going to insult you or put my hands on you,
and I hope
because or I'm going to make you die.
I was about to say, I know I'm guilty of that.
We all can be, but like
Yeah.
it becomes a situation where we can learn something from Izzo makes to be able to like you mentioned before, like, oh, I learned how to fight with my words. Doing that specifically in an instance where I don't have to get physical with you because I can just call you a bitch in a multitude of ways and regulate my emotions and not get out of character.
Yeah.
Right, but
I need more practice with that.
If the response, so if my response is, if somebody keeps cutting me off or whatever, and I say stop cutting me off and they keep cutting me off, and then I call them a bitch, am I still not the reactionary one?
You are. My response to that, to not be reactionary, would probably just let them keep talking. And then when they stop, oh, is this an interview? I would probably say some smarter way to like literally bring it back to the fact that I told you not to do that dumb shit. You did it anyway. So now I'm going to pull your card, but that's just how I would handle that
What
shit.
man say? I'll wait.
Literally. Bitch, I'm still looking at my note. I'm doing something to get
I'm
to
not
the
waiting.
point.
Like whenever I'm going back and forth with somebody, I never insult you first. I will
directly.
You say lying.
I don't know about
I'm talking
that,
about seriously.
Yes.
I'm never going to insult you first. Like, if you keep coming at me, I'm going to say, you're insulting me. I'm not insulting you. And they keep going. Yeah, go ahead and die now. Now, because this is what you want. Right. So I'm going to give it to you.
Take it to hell.
So is that like still seen as like bruising my ego or like a fragile masculine?
I was about to say, I also wanted to know the same thing because I want to know if like my shit is fragile, if my immediate response is to take it there with you. Like, you know what I mean?
I think is less in, is more sort of context, right? It's not just simply the fact that he couldn't take what he was saying, but it's the fact that because I don't like what you're saying, the first thing I'm gonna call you gay to insult. That's the insult, though. You get what I mean? It's a plethora. This is a whole entire community. First of all, you're calling him gay, and again, and you're referring to a gay man. You're not talking about lesbians or like nothing, no shit like that. You get what I mean? So when you call him gay, you calling him black and gay, right? You being a gay man. You're also insinuating that black gay men are weak, because that's why. What really is the dig here? You get what I mean?
Weak,
because,
petty,
but also
because a few black gay men will come and clear the whole fucking studio.
My thing is, why do
these two things right here?
Yes.
Why do niggas think gay and man still don't mean that you can get smacked the shit out of?
I like that.
You get what I mean, and not on some like.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But they know.
But again, you forcing my hand, and even if I'm not into some like, even if my masculinity isn't fragile, even if my masculinity isn't toxic, you get what I mean. If you push me though,
yes,
you get what I mean. If I, for whatever reason, have to think that I need to lay hands, and I'm not a person that feel like I need to touch you just because I don't like what you say, because I got a mouth too, and I know how to use it. So we can go back and forth. I can do this all motherfucking day, and it's less about my masculinity and more about my maturity.
Yes.
At this point, I'm being immature. You get what I mean? We ain't got take all that energy shit out of it. So I got time today.
You basically saying it's not a matter of how he responded. It's just what he said.
It's context. Yeah. It's what you throw into it. If I'm okay. I don't even know which way. If I start talking about the roaches in your house or some shit like that, you get what I mean? I'm bidding.
Yeah.
At this point,
excuse me.
Am I offending the roaches in your house? Maybe that's the joke. You get what I mean? Maybe you the dirty one.
This is not.
You dirty in their house. You get what I mean? Like it just depends on where the satire is going.
Yeah.
But it is
roaches.
But it is contextual. Like it's what are we talking about when we're bidding?
Start doing a segment for you. When you say big words, we just gonna pause the video and like type it out, and then the definition.
That's what I asked for the last time.
Oh, context, situational.
Yes.
Contextual. I mean, Elmo learned something new today. I don't know.
I love that for you. Anyway, but
I think that's an really interesting conversation though, because
the only one I didn't know.
I feel like a lot of men are reactionary. A lot of people in general are reactionary, and I would say that is an aspect of to my in my opinion, I'm going to say toxic, to an extent, toxic masculinity. Because I feel like there are a lot more women who will take the time to think before they act. In some instances,
Disagree.
Not in the city. We're not using Philly as like a. That
But
could be wrong.
you making a general.
I am. I'm making generalization. You're not wrong.
To my own detriment, I am a very reactionary.
I know I am as well.
Because I'm not taking it there with you. I won't never take it there with you. So why are you taking it there with me? You're trying to use like what you have over me, and you think you're gonna get me, but no, I'm gonna get you. So if me being reactionary, I don't give a fuck. You should have never brought it there.
Yeah.
I'll give you chances.
It takes me a second to like clock into that bag, but when you say, one of y'all said something about throwing like the first insult, I feel like if you are, maybe you didn't insult me directly by like calling me a bitch or like out of my name, but if you keep antagonizing me
Or
about
condescending.
something or you're being condescending, I typically am the first person, bitch, who you talking to. Like
I'm not condescend back. I'm not condescend back in a way that you probably won't catch. Not you, but like they're not gonna catch.
Yeah.
I'm going to play on the fact that you think you're smarter than me, and let me outsmart
I
you.
can be
That's very much you.
I can definitely be condescending back, but that's not where I want to be.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I already said on here before, condescendence is a trigger to me. Who are you talking to? I wanted to share an example. I will not.
I like what you saying.
I would love to hear it though.
Because it's ideal, but it's not.
We'll talk about it off camera.
But my
Always
thing
realistic,
is, they're not smart enough to catch it.
They're not.
So I have to dumb myself down to
I'm not doing
hurt
that.
your feelings. Because that's where
And that's where the nastier reads come in.
Yeah,
Because
you're not catching that. I'm catching what you're throwing.
They gotta be a little bit more targeted.
Yeah, you're stupid. So okay, I'll be a little dumber for you.
But the fact that you don't get what I'm saying means it tells me that you're stupid, and I know that you're stupid, and that's all I need. Mind you, this is still ideal because I know in the moment I'm also a reactionary nigga. I am a water sign. I'm a Pisces, so I'm not going to act like I'm not. But in an ideal situation, I would like to think before I speak, and I also want to not be reactionary and not go for like insults if I can avoid it.
Yeah, I think that works hand in hand with patience, and I think we all know that. I don't.
And my job
much of that.
taught me that. I work in drug and alcohol, and when I tell you,
I don't have no patience.
I have zero.
I need to insult
my
you
clients will take me there.
I gotta get you. If you got me, I gotta get you. But I work every day. We get better.
Yeah.
I think the last thing I want to bring up is for gay men who I want to say we probably all at one time or another or still identify as a butch queen.
Can you tell me the definition?
For those who want to know what a butch queen is, it's basically a black, and this is very important, a black
African American
gay man who just happens to be super.
Wait, why the emphasis on black? White people be trying to tell butch queen?
Well, they call out everything we do. What you mean? Especially in the ballroom culture. So yes, we have to. They can't be studs.
I've never seen a white person call themselves butch queen. Sorry.
Will they be Brad queens?
Please continue.
Or Brett queens?
Brats.
A black gay man who just simply embraces his masculine and feminine. Now the spectrum of that looks different for everyone, right? What a butch queen could look like definitely expands.
What's your percentages?
You get it, huh?
I'm like a 60-40. What's your percentages?
A 60-40. Mine is a good 50-50.
Okay.
I feel like.
I don't know the definition,
So it's just how much of your. So when we talk about this masculine and feminine energy, how much of it do you feel like you tap into?
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Expressed.
So the butch is masculine, queen is femme.
It's femme basically. You get what I mean? But when you think of masculine, right? When we think of like overtly masculine, then you start to think, what does that look like? So I feel like that's what we've been talking about for most of this, right? Like, so when you talk about the girls who like a dirty man, like it's this stereotypical like masculinity, right? And then it's stereotypical femininity, and a butch queen just happens to mesh the two, right? Like it can look one way or it could look the other way, or it actually looks very otherworldly the way we just mix it. You get what I mean?
He brought in percentages. What percentage, low or high, would make you not a butch queen?
So the
I was just talking shit. I don't even think about that part, honestly.
for real, the royalty is gay men be butch queens.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we all have it in.
Because
like,
we all got it in us.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I used to say the best part about being a gay man is the fact that I don't got to worry about how feminine I look. You get what I mean? Like, I can do the things. I can dress the way I want. I can dress the way I want. I can wear a crop top or I can wear a t-shirt. I can get my nails done so they are just manicure, or I can get designs on them because I don't give a fuck. You get what I mean? But the designs on them might be what's considered feminine. You get what I mean?
Too, like, I feel like, in my opinion, that a butch queen is the outward expression of both of those things.
Yes.
Because sometimes, you know, like we said, like you mentioned earlier, we all possess feminine and masculine energy. A lot of times, unfortunately, in the gay community, the feminine part be inside, and niggas don't show niggas, or they only show their nigga in, like, close quarters.
Because they think the femininity part of them is unattractive.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So hence why they're leading with masculinity. I brought us all this up to say the boys who, the young guy who has been wearing the skirts to promote them.
They're straight men.
They're straight men.
Okay.
But the gays have been coining them butch queens to be funny because they out here running around with skirts on. But now these little niggas really want to take the term and say on some like how women did bitch, or like how black people did nigga. Like, we're going to take the term and like make it mean what we want it to mean. No, you can't take a term that does not belong to you and make it yours.
And to be clear, butch queen is gay black.
It's gay lingo all together. You get what I mean? There's a reason why.
I want to ask something before we even continue. Why is it, because from my understanding, it's ballroom lingo, not gay lingo. I feel like gay lingo and ballroom lingo are two different things, right?
There's overlap, but you are right, I think.
You would be right, but like there's overlap. Like, something that manifested one way and then just kind of just went outward.
Okay.
Nigga was nigger, and it meant one thing. You get what I mean? But then there was a reclaiming of it. There has been now decades of us using it the way we wanted to proclaim something completely different. So now the shit don't even mean the same thing anymore.
I also wanted to ask that because I feel like I think that a lot of our culture and our lingo and the things that we've coined does come from ballroom culture, and I wanted to make sure that we put a spotlight that they serve a purpose and where we all learned how to talk.
Yes.
Right.
The things, our emotes, or words that we use in everyday that definitely
literally
comes
this,
from
and we like different things.
And if you want to stick it, if you want to take it a step further, it would be queer culture, right?
Yes.
Right.
Because ballroom was a place that queer people can go to conjugate, to do things safely, have these almost like they invented their own sport, right?
Literally.
So, but it derived from queer people, and when I say queer purposefully and not gay, because before we even knew what non-binary was, these were non-binary. This was LGBTQ, XYZ, all the things before we knew what this was, right? And all these terms derive from that. So we're by fault are attached to this lineage. So we reserve a right to walk in this. You get what I mean? Like, and it's introduced to people outside of ballroom, because people that are in ballroom have gay friends outside of ballroom. Yeah, a lot of shit is introduced to the masses. I don't mean you get to touch it.
That part, it becomes mainstream to an extent. We have shows like Legendary. We also have like YouTube, like I'm not sure what the name of the YouTube joint is. Was it Ballroom Throwbacks? I think it's called. Where like you are actively watching balls and you're going to see the culture while you're watching it. And of course, you might to some extent absorb it, but that don't mean you get to like playing the shit and put it on like a costume.
Like I said, I didn't like the fact that Kai Cenat thought that he can just start voguing all over the place and mimic it. Like you're mimicking this thing, you're using it, you're doing all the things, and then somebody wanted to turn around and say he's putting a spotlight on it.
I don't need help.
Maybe niggas do want the spotlight. Again, I'm one of those, I don't want to share this with y'all. Like, I don't need you to put a spotlight on it. First of all, and then it's that.
It already has a spotlight on it.
It already has a spotlight on it. And then not only that, but if you really want to shine a spotlight on it, invite the dolls to your show. Don't play in they shit. Really support them.
That part.
Invite the girls who really do the thing. If you really want to play around in it, you get what I mean? Share your spotlight. But don't take some shit and then want to be like, oh, I advocate for it. That's corny.
Literally. It happens.
That's corny.
I also want to acknowledge the part that like our community plays in that kind of thing, though. Like, I need us to stop thinking that an example would be Castanet Vogan and thinking that like they're going up for it. Basically, it's like this is corny.
Yeah.
Stop. Gay people caping for the straight nigga that's wearing skirts and wanting to reclaim what butch queen means. Stop going up for this shit. Y'all fall in love with masculinity all the time and have no idea that these niggas don't give an actual fuck about you.
That part.
They don't. If they really cared about you, if they really had allyship, bitch, again, the spotlight that we think that they're showcasing for us, you would be in it. Mm-hmm. You aren't. You don't live in their realm. Yeah. They've created what they think that they can. They took something that we do. And we get shamed on for on a day-to-day basis, and they've now run with it. Gay niggas will shame the femme niggas in their own community, will put down femme niggas, will shame femme niggas. I don't want no nigga that wear makeup. I don't want no nigga that wear wigs. I don't want no nigga that wear skirts. But the second that you see this straight man in the skirt and tank top, now you ready to suck his dick. Quite literally and figuratively.
On your knees. Through the skirt? Through the skirt.
You said get on.
I just want our niggas to turn it on and also stand up.
Absolutely.
These niggas don't care about you, sis. And also, they not thinking, they wouldn't even look in your direction.
Yeah. I just want us to like be better at gatekeeping. And I'm saying we like to an extent because like I'm not in the ballroom scene, but also some of these terms to an extent, like via the people like Marsha B. Johnson are it's my birthright to be able to say down, boots, cunt, the gag, it's like all that shit. It's not these niggas' birthrights. So I want us to be more like the same way I want black people to be more, diligent about gatekeeping certain shit. I want us to also do the same thing.
I agree.
I'm with that.
I agree as well.
I agree. Like
shit's for us.
Gatekeeping amongst your own, I don't necessarily be with, but gatekeeping for everyone else. You can spectate, but you can't have it.
That part.
You can't have it. The blood that's on it, you just can't have it. I take that personally.
You ain't believe for this.
I take that personally.
You're not willing to fight for it.
Again, if I have to perform masculinity out of fear, because if I walked around in my natural butch queen state, it could get me hurt. Mm-hmm. You don't get to just come around with your straight ass and be like, oh, I'm going to be a butch queen today.
It's a costume. You're opting in and opting out.
No.
Because it's unfortunate, but like we already said before in the past episodes, 2025, and gay people are still being murdered just because they gay, just because of their appearance, just because they like to dance at gas stations, or because they wearing heels from their ball, making their way home after they done made their little coin and their trophy. You know what I mean? Like that shit is still happening every single day. And again, it's not. When we talk about shining a spotlight on something, again, if these niggas had real allyship, they would be talking about not only the lives that are still present and the culture that's still present, but the lives that are not with us no more.
That part.
Then when they're done with the fad, they'll go back and say, oh, that was a humiliation ritual.
That's a Miley Cyrus
shit. Which is like and an Ellie Chopper. Which
all of
them. I was on psychotics where like they'll just try to push it to the side like that wasn't what that was. That was an episode. Or like some dumb shit just to try to act like it wasn't what it was.
I was just expressing myself in the moment.
I was there.
And I did like that era, but that was kind of whack.
You was just expressing yourself. Right. Monetized off of it and handed it right back to you niggas and said, here you go. Thanks.
Jammers. I'm okay.
Same to my nigga Drake. He's not off the hook. Niggas winner, nails done, ballies in his head, all that shit. And now completely let that shit go.
Bitch. Same thing with the nose, same thing with the clips. You're doing all this shit. to separate yourself, it's a costume.
It's a cosplay.
That's what it is.
Comic-Con.
There you go.
Anyway.
Gay-Con.
Do you guys have any ending notes?
I just want my brothers and sisters in the community to stop caving for masculinity so hard.
Yeah.
I think that it's okay for you to have a preference. Let it be a gay preference though. Let it be people that are just like you. Not straight niggas running around in mini skirts saying that they gonna call themselves bitch queens.
Yeah.
Let's grow up. Let's think outside of the box a little bit more, and let's stop hating ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
When you say just like you, what do you mean? Like, gay?
Gay, correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Because again, like, they'll praise him and they'll be in his comments running it up and supporting him, but in the same breath will be like, oh, I'm not dating no nigga that do this, this, and this. Or I don't date niggas that paint their nails or wear skirts and X, Y, and Z. But you want to cape for the mask nigga that got on the skirt.
But
What's the difference?
the difference is gayness is a spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
There are different types of gay people.
Yeah.
No, for
And
sure.
you're not like attracted to what you exhibit. You could be attracted to a different type of
What I was also going to say, before I was really interrupted, is that it's okay for you to have preference.
Shut up.
There's nothing wrong with you having preference.
Mm-hmm.
If you prefer a masculine nigga over a feminine nigga, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that, and vice versa. I think that when you start to shame the one, you'll shame your community or niggas in your community that wear skirts that are feminine, but you won't shame the straight nigga that wears skirt. What's the difference?
What is the difference?
Internalized homophobia.
Clock it.
Literally. Okay.
Ready to go home.
Get out. Also, I want to shout out the ballroom scene. We should go to
Absolutely.
OTA. We should take a field trip.
We should take a field trip.
Absolutely. Support the dolls in more
Yes.
ways than one. Open up your purse.
Protect the dolls as well.
Absolutely.
Shout out to the trans
we
community.
I was about to say, we just talked about protecting them all.
And fuck J.K. Rowling. Let's start there.
What you say?
Fuck J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, fuck her.
Weird ass bitch.
And Harry Potter.
No.
I was never into it anymore.
Mark.
That's where you draw the line.
Not the story, just her.
I just want y'all to be kinder to each other. I do want y'all to stop saying dumb shit. Stop trying to use masculine and feminine against each other. Do understand that we all exist within that bubble.
The context in which we...
And understand what that construct looks like. Stop policing people's masculine and feminine. That's not cool. And stop missexualizing them too. Because just because a nigga want to smell good and look nice don't make him gay. But if you're going to put the skirts on, do understand what we have come to understand, that comes with a certain amount of attention that you're going to have to deal with. And it all won't be good.
Lotion them knees and put on some tights underneath.
With that being said, I want to thank you guys for coming to another episode of The Couch. You can find us at The Couch Chronicles with a Z on all platforms. And I don't know if y'all writing in, but please do that too. Before we start making stuff up, we won't make stuff up. We might make stuff up because y'all...
Y'all know y'all need some advice. Y'all got some shit.
We
got a whole therapist over here.
Or maybe they don't think we got good advice. Who knows?
We got a whole therapist.
I'm going to start getting on your
Y'all can talk to us on Instagram.
We about to start giving
Y'all
us
can talk to us
listeners.
on YouTube comments. Y'all can talk to us on TikTok comments.
Write in.
You could write us on Twitter. Bitch, you could DM me personally.
They
I'm
do
a
be
bitch
talking
that
to you.
lives for drama.
They do talk to you in the TikTok comments.
Oh.
Okay, they do.
Okay.
On Instagram too, but more.
I'm about to start giving unsolicited
More.
advice. Like,
I got the login.
Show up at the YouTube and talk to us, yo. We couch cushions, ain't we?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a couch potato. We still working on it.
We want to thank y'all.
Start.
Bye.
We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Well, let's take this.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get these put together for these men.
Good job, guys.
That was a good episode. I like the topic.
Y'all doing a damn thing.
Yeah.
Welcome to the couch.